in memory of Dick Robinson and sponsored by the Institute of Museum and Library Services.
Welcome to the National Book Festival. I'm Ali Stroker, and I am so excited to be here today with my co-author,
Stacy Davidowitz.
And we're here to talk about our book, The Chance to Fly. The Chance to Fly it's very close to our heart. It's a book about a young girl in a wheelchair who has the opportunity to audition for a musical for the first time, and she gets cast in the musical Wicked. She uses a wheelchair for mobility, and this book means so much to me because I am an actress, a Tony Award-winning actress, and I use a wheelchair for mobility. And we, while creating this book, used a lot of my personal experiences to create this storyline. So, Stacy?
Yeah, hi, I'm Stacy. I feel so lucky to have collaborated with Ali on this project. And together it was really so much fun to bring Nat to life and also just totally geek out on musical theater for, a long time. Yeah, we're really excited to talk about our book.
So the theme of the festival is Open a Book, Open the World. And I love this theme because for me, the book that opened the world for me, was Matilda by Roald Dahl. And I think the reason is because the book allows you to really use your imagination. And as a young person, I loved to be creative and I loved to go to other worlds in my imagination. It was like an escape. It was a way to feel free. And Matilda finds herself in a world where she feels really, really stuck and unhappy, but she uses her powers and her imagination to go to other places and finds herself then in a better world. So that book meant a lot to me, and it definitely opened the world.
So I was actually going to say the same thing. And the whole time that you were talking, Ali, I was like, think of another book so you can have a different answer. But I actually can't because Matilda is my answer as well. And for me, it really opened the world for me as a reader because she was so into books and I was so into books and I just felt this kinship with her. And I love that she's kind of in this like oppressed situation and she's just like plowing through. It kind of makes you feel like if she can do it, I can do it, everyone can do it. And I love how smart she is and also how just like sweet and good-hearted she is as a character. I felt like I just rooted for her so much. And then as I became more of a reader and a writer and a performer, I just kind of wanted to hold on to that level of kindness and perseverance as like kind of like my own sort of mantra of like moving forward in life. So it very much opened the world for me reading Matilda.
Collaborating with Stacy on this book was a dream come true. Like, you imagine what an ideal collaboration would be, and this was like that and beyond. Stacy and I met through a mutual friend 3 years ago, and Stacy has written many middle grade novels, and I had never written a book. So she was able to take the lead and kind of show me how it was done.
I was so excited to collaborate with Ali. And I remember when we first met, Ali was like, should we just like write this book together? And I remember like my jaw dropped. And I have to say, like, collaborate. I feel like I collaborate a lot with people, but when I'm working with Ali, we're very good at like yes-anding each other in a way that's not in a way that's like really healthy, because we're just like, we really think about it and then we're like, yes, and then this can happen. I found that like when we were outlining, it was just like very organic, and sort of quick. And I think when we were doing the writing process together, it was like we were trying to sort it out. Like, do we do chapter by chapter? And then ultimately we were like, okay, so Allie, you have this experience. Like, I'm not really sure. So I'm going to tackle X, Y, Z. I'm going to pass this over to you. Let's edit each other's stuff. And we would just constantly going back and forth to the point where like, I'm not really sure what chapters Allie tackled versus me. Like, we just everything kind of like flow together really well, which I think is really important when you have a book where there's only one main character. Like sometimes with collaborations, you're like, okay, you're taking one perspective, one character's point of view, I'll take the other point of view, and they have different voices. With our main character, Nat, like everything needed to be streamlined to feel like totally it was coming through one person. So I think that our collaboration was very important and it was helpful that we worked so well together so that we can like make Nat feel like one whole person.
There was a lot of trust. And I think that is the reason why we enjoyed it so much, because when you trust your collaborator and you trust someone creatively, you then are not afraid to take risks. And this book in certain places felt like a big risk to me because it shared personal, difficult parts of my life. And as a person, I feel like obviously protective of things that made me, well, eventually the person I am today. But, at the time were really scary and painful. And so I trusted Stacy so much with helping articulate and creating this world where our character Nat Beacon could exist and share her truth, which a lot of which was mine. That I gotta throw credit. That's all Stacy. Stacy was like, I have to do this, and I was like, go girl, go, do it. So Stacy came up with all of the chapter titles, and as I read them, I was like, this is so funny. This is so genius, because it really does tap into like the theater knowledge that we both have. And it feels so good to like see that celebrated. And my other favorite part of, working together and creating some of these chapters and moments was that first, before we wrote them, we shared our experiences growing up in theater, and to like tell someone what that was like. Those moments growing up in theater are literally like the foundation of who I am today. So to share that with Stacy and then take pieces of that and put it into the chapters and the characters and the storyline was so special and healing to me, because, as a middle school girl with a disability, like there were a lot of uncomfortable moments. So to share those moments as well with someone, with Stacy, with somebody who I trusted so much, and then to be able to put that in the world, I mean, that was just like so exciting.
It was such an honor to like share those experiences and hear Allie's story, and just to geek out and like I think sometimes obviously writing is hard, and sometimes you're just like, okay, I have to get this chapter out. Like I find I found the most fun parts of this were just like, oh, let me spend a few hours just like Googling all my favorite like musical theater songs and references. Oh, right. And you get like, you kind of go to a rabbit hole and you're like, oh, right, this musical. Oh, let me just listen to the album real quick. So you find yourself being like, wait, now I'm not doing work. Like we have a Spotify playlist that includes like 10 hours of musical theater songs that are like referenced in the book. And I had like very important things to do that day and was like, no, this is a priority. Like,
I have to make this,
hire babysitter. Yeah.
So good.
But we're like, and geeking out about all that stuff is just so much fun, because especially like during COVID when you're not in that world face to face to like sink back into your favorite memories and experiences is just really like healing.
I hope that any reader who gets to read through The Chance to Fly, I hope that they come away feeling like the thing you are most afraid of, when you face those fears and when you surround yourself with people who support you, it's like your world completely opens up. And the possibilities are endless when you are able to be creative. And, when doors close, that means that another one is going to open. And that happens a lot for Nat in our book. We watch where she struggles, and then the door that you least expect then opens. So I hope it's a reminder to readers that you're going to face challenges. That's a part of life, but to stay persistent, to follow your dreams, and surround yourself with good people.
Yeah, I think that it's really important to like let yourself express yourself in an uncensored way, and like almost like I don't want to be too crude about it, but like vomit out your story. Don't censor yourself or worry about what others think first. And then be open to that kind of feedback as you're writing. But I think that like if you have the desire to get your story out there and you like to write and you want to go that route, like do it. Like just and take your time. And I would say everyone's process is completely different. So like, someone might be able to quickly get out, a draft. Some people might take years. And that like the biggest reminder I always tell myself is to like be kind to myself. Like don't put that pressure on. If you feel like you have a writer's block, figure out the best way for yourself to stay kind of healthy mentally and then keep going. So yeah, if you want to do it, do it. And I think that if you want to tell someone else's story, like in this case, a collaboration is so essential. And that's kind of what one of the themes of our book is, like, right? Like if you want to do something, like find the people who are experts in it, who have those experiences and support each other. So like if you want to tell a different story, someone else's story that might not be totally your own, like collaborate and see what that brings. And find people who have, and you talk about this a lot, like, find people who like have certain strengths that aren't your own, and then like work together so that you build each other's strengths up, and that kind of creates like this creative kind of magical place or product. Or at least process, right? A lot of it sometimes just the process.
I think that a lot of teenagers, and I will speak for myself, people living with disabilities have a very kind of complicated relationship with independence and help. Because what I have learned in my life, using a wheelchair out in the world, is in order to be independent, I have to receive help. And so it's all packaged together. But as a teenager, I always sort of thought that if I wanted to be independent, then I couldn't receive any help and I didn't want any support. But that actually held me back. So for anyone who is living with any kind of challenge, I think it's so important to know how to advocate for yourself and to know what kind of help and accommodations you need, because those are the things that will set you free and make you feel independent.
Yeah, and I think that part of, that was one of the biggest themes that was really shaped in the editing process, because it is so complicated that it's also complicated to like write with like nuance. And so I think when we were, our editor gave us two choices after we presented her with the first draft and was like, do you want Nat to feel like she learns that independence is important? Or do you want her to come into the book strong, knowing that she wants to feel and be independent, and she's trying to prove to everyone around her that she can do this? And like, we chose the latter, and our editor was, really like encouraging us to choose the latter, because that's what makes our main character so strong, determined, confident, and persistent. And that's what makes her really special. And like, knowing that she has like this in her, and kind of knowing what she needs and wants, but sort of navigating how to get it, how to ask for it herself, like what Allie was saying with like advocating for herself. Like, you have to really put a lot of trust in people. And like, she's first moving to a whole new town and has to find people that she's going to trust. So like, I think that, playing with that theme was just like really important to Nat. And also just like the idea of that, like, when you find people in your life who believe in you, who support you and love you, it cracks you right open. And with that comes that feeling of, I can do anything. In the scene, our main character, Nat Beacon, has been told, once she gets into the production of Wicked, she's been told by the director that it might be better for her to kind of be on the side and sing the parts, but not participate in the dance. And this is really like frustrating and painful for Nat, because she's just like, I'm an athlete. Like, I wheelchair race. I can do this. Like, why am I being told that I can't before even being given a shot or having a conversation about it? So her like new best friend, who is the dance captain, comes over to her home, and they work on this choreography together by translating the choreography from the show so that she can do it in her wheelchair. That's the context. He's just coming over her house. I'm going to be playing Hudson, a friend. He's 13. He's a dancer. And Allie will be playing Nat. I'll also be like the mom.
And I just want to throw credit to Stacey that this chapter, this part of the book is like in prose, but Stacey made this into dialogue because she's also a playwright. So this is like a scene from the book.
Okay, enough talking. Let's dance through life.
Yes.
Okay, so let me show you the first few 8 counts we learned, and then we can start to translate.
Nice word.
I listen. All right, so it goes, dancing through life. 5, 6, 7. Okay, that's it.
Okay, that's it. I swear I'm more out of breath just watching you.
I'm out of breath. Okay, let's break it down. The first move is a half turn. We all face upstage with our backs to the audience, and then we turn front.
Okay, great.
Okay, so we're going to turn on the count of 3, land on 4. All right, so it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, so I definitely need more time to turn.
Right. Okay. Maybe have your hands on the wheel earlier. Like, can you start turning on 2?
Sure. Yeah, I'll try.
Cool. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes! Your chair equals awesome.
You want to try?
Try what? Your chair?
Yeah. Is that stupid? I have an extra wheelchair in the garage.
That would be so cool.
Okay, great. Hold on. Mom, can you bring in Eliza?
Sure, hon. Please tell me you named your wheelchair after Eliza Schuyler Hamilton, my dream role.
My dream role.
Our dream role. Oh my God, I'm obsessed. Okay, so the chair you're sitting in now, does she also have a name?
Of course. This is Peaches, named after her pink color, and also the funky new orphan in Annie Warbucks' The Annie sequel.
Okay, so one chair is an orphan and the other founded an orphanage.
I never thought of it that way, but yeah.
And here's Eliza. By the way, you two talk so fast, I can hardly understand a word you're saying.
I didn't realize, did you?
Okay, all right, I'm getting it. I'm nervous. Oh, it's like, I don't know. I'm going to suck. You maneuver it like it's a part of your body.
You have like the most perfect control when you dance. It'll be no different in the chair.
I don't know. Okay, I'm in. Now what? Do I push the actual tire or the metal pushing part?
Well, sometimes I push a little bit of both. Okay, a pro tip. Use the metal push rim, but when you need to get much more momentum, you put your hand over both the rubber tire and the push rim. Closer, but you can't use your legs.
Oh, it's so hard. I feel like I need to record you and then watch it back in slow motion.
Well, you could totally record. Oh, do you know the Rollettes?
Is that a girl band?
They're a dance group. They're all beautiful girls in wheelchairs who are in their 20s, and they do big numbers, and they like make music videos.
Seriously? You're telling me this now?
Sorry. Okay, I'm pulling up one of their first ever competitions. Okay. Do you see how the lead dancer does a wheelie and a dip?
Yeah, I see it.
The way she moves, the way they all do, it's like with complete confidence. They own their bodies.
Plus, they're really strong and hot.
I wish I could be that amazing.
You can be. Are you kidding? When you dance for Calvin, his head is going to pirouette off of his neck.
Morbid. I love it. Okay, let's do partner work. Grab the fuzzy pillow.
But we've got each other, right?
Yeah, but only one of us will be in a chair.
Touche. All right, grab a pillow for yourself.
God, I wish I could dance with Malik.
Me too.
Wait, oh my God, seriously?
I mean, I'm kind of joking, but wait, you're serious?
Yeah. He's really cute, and he's so nice.
And talented and philosophical and a lot of other very good adjectives.
Is he gay?
I wish.
Is there something going on between him and Savannah?
She's always liked him.
And he's always liked her?
Everyone's been waiting for him to like get the hint.
How do you know he hasn't already gotten the hint?
Because boys are dumb with stuff like that.
So do you think he'll like her back when he realizes she likes him?
I don't know. Probably. If he were smart, though, he'd like you back. Hudson, your dad's here to pick you up. No. Oh, I'll text him 5 more minutes. He'll understand, right?
Right.
Okay, so maybe we can make this a thing.
Are you sure? I know it's a lot to have to help the cast all day and then help me.
Stop. It was so fun.
Also, thanks for sharing so much stuff with me today. I mean, if it helps, I got called a lot of names in elementary school too, and middle school. People don't always see me. They see my chair.
Their loss, honestly. Oh, you should make everyone get an Eliza. It should be like a worldwide requirement.
Well, unfortunately, most people act scared of my chair. Like even in Wicked, your Munchkin character, Bach, he has a crush on Glinda, but Glinda makes him ask out Nessa Rose as a form of charity, just because she's in a wheelchair. It's so crazy. Is it so crazy for Bach to actually love Nessa, but not crazy for Fiyero to love Glinda or even Elphaba? Like, what?
You're right. You're totally right. Yeah.
One day, I would love to play a lead. Not give advice to an actor playing a role in a wheelchair, not play a lead character in a wheelchair, but like play a legit, normal leading lady. Maybe even one with love stuff.
Yeah, you should be. You'd be amazing. Wait, I want that for you too. Honestly, okay, so that needs to happen. And obviously it's not the same for me, but okay, I'm just going to say it. I like being dance captain, but I don't want to be stuck on the sidelines helping Malik for forever. For once, I want to be the lead too.
You should be. You'd be amazing.
Thanks. I mean, I get it. I'm not the hottest manly person or whatever, but I can act. I can play a leading guy role or leading girl role. A leading role, period. Willing suspension of disbelief, people.
Wait, remind me. What does that mean exactly?
I think it can mean a lot of things. What I may know is that when people come to see theater, they know it's not real. So, like, if an actor is playing a character that doesn't fit the character's body or voice or type perfectly, it's fine. Like, the audience accepts it.
Oh my God, Hamilton.
What about it?
The whole show is like a giant willing suspension of disbelief because they cast people of color as the founding fathers.
Oh my God, you're right.
I feel like theater is the one place where we can try on different roles and show the world that there's more to us than what people might see.
Especially when the actor is talented. Like, I think talent outweighs any distraction.
True. That's totally Hudson. Willing suspension of disbelief. That's our quote for the secret wall backstage.
Yes. Burp. Shoot, I never texted my dad. Oh, thanks, Nat. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Thank you for coming to the National Book Festival. I am so glad to be here, and thank you so much for listening and reading.
Thank you so much for attending the National Book Festival. We are so honored to be here and talk about our book, The Chance to Fly. And for all of you dreamers out there, I hope that you know that anything is possible, no matter what challenge or limitation you live with. Dream big, and we, Stacy and I, will be cheering for you always. Have a wonderful day.